Sorry, Josh is the big story. How is he? Have you spoken to him?
No, I actually haven't seen him today. I don't think he's in at the club, so I haven't spoken to him. But obviously, we've got some good news in regards to what potentially it could have been. So I think we're pretty happy that he'll attack his rehab. He obviously got injured earlier in the year. He come back in some ripping form as well. So he'll do everything he can to get back. And we can't wait to have him back.
How big a loss is he in the form that he's been in this year?
Yeah, he's obviously been in some good form. So we'll miss him, but it's next man up. So we'll have someone who's going to come up and play a role, and we'll have full faith in them.
Speaking of next man up, how impressed have you been with the club's depth? You obviously have a guy like Sid Draper who's going really well in the SANFL, a lot of other guys as well, Lockie Murphy coming in as a sub. When you lose a guy like Rash, how much confidence do you have that whoever comes in can do the job well?
Yeah, I think that's sort of what makes a club good and what makes a team good is it's not just the 22 or the 18 that are out there every week. There's always going to be injuries and stuff that happens. So, we got a lot of faith in everyone on the list who can come in and play their role, and we know they will when they get their chance.
We saw Max Marclani a few weeks ago play a forward role. Do you think that, considering how well he did when he did go up there, now that there's a bit of a hole up there, that could be something that the club revisits in the next month or two?
Yeah, that's something for the coaches to discuss. I'm not too sure. Looked like he enjoyed it obviously last week when he got up there, because he doesn't normally get too much of a look up there, kicking a few goals. So yeah, I'm sure he might put his hand up, but I'm not sure where that will fall.
For you, James, coming to the club, it's your first year here, sitting where you are now, third, I think it is, a couple of great wins the last couple of weeks. Is this kind of what you envisioned when you made the move over to Adelaide and you're in that process?
Well, I didn't really envision much. I didn't really know what I was going to come into, like no matter where I ended up. I was probably just looking for a bit more opportunity, and wherever I went, I was just trying to make the most out of my career and what I could do for that. And byproduct of that is we are going well at this time, and we still haven't really achieved anything yet. So but it has been nice to have a few wins at the start of the year.
Been a lot of talk this year, 1 week at a time. Certainly not getting ahead of yourselves. Taking on the Bulldogs this week, it's a great test and probably a good kind of litmus test of where you're at and how you're going. Is that kind of fair?
They're obviously going really well. They've got some really nearly generational players that have been there for a while, and then obviously some younger players, and their offensive game is quite impressive, and we'll have to be on from the first bounce this weekend, and we're looking forward to the challenge, and we can't wait to get over to Melbourne.
Is this still a case of wanting to prove yourself and take a big scalp away from home?
I guess so. I think any win on the road's a big win. We obviously at the start had a bit of talk about the MCG and stuff like that and playing there. So whenever we get to go back to Melbourne, whether we're at Marvel or the G, we want to play well, and we just want to keep winning, because that's obviously like where you want to end up. You got to win games to get to where you want to get to.
You know, it's obviously tight in the ladder. It's an opportunity maybe to open up a bit of a gap on another team at the business end of the season as well.
Yeah, obviously you'll take any win that you can get at the moment. Doesn't really matter how you get them. You just want to get the 4 points, and that's what we're focused on.
Do you think the weekend was a good example of the sort of versatility in style? There was that period in the second quarter where it looked like they were getting on top of you a bit, but sort of Nixie changed things up, and all of a sudden you were able to go on that roll. Do you think that's a showcase of that you can sort of rely on a plan B when things aren't going to plan?
I think it's just a bit of maturity to sort of address that we probably weren't playing our best football at the time, and then to be able to just come in at quarter time, half time, and sort of just reset as a group. And I think that showed some good maturity for the group. And obviously I haven't been around for a few years, so I can't really compare it to previous years, but I'm quite impressed with how we've been able to sort of come in and reset.
How did you change it in game? Because you mentioned there quarter time, half time, but it was almost halfway through the second quarter that things turned around. Was there messages getting out into the ground? Did some of the leader players get around? Because it's a great sign that you could change it during the quarter.
I'm not too sure. We've probably got our hands on the footy a bit more, which always helps. Like, you can't really kick a score if you don't have the footy. So, I'm not too sure what changed. I think we sort of knew what we needed to do, but it's probably just execution. And once we got that right, she was all good.
Just on your journey, mate, has there been anything that's surprised you this year since coming into a new club? What are you kind of enjoying about being here? Obviously winning helps, but what have you liked about coming to Adelaide?
I love Adelaide as a place. It's exceeded my expectations. I love getting out into the hills and just getting away from the city as well. And just it's quite a contrast to where I was in Sydney and stuff like that. So I've really enjoyed the change of pace, and I think it suits me quite well. So that's probably made the transition a lot easier as well, and pretty enjoyable considering what I thought it could have been.
Earlier in the year, you had to miss, I think, 2 games for tackling. I don't remember the exact charges at tribunal. Have you had to change anything with the way you go about it, or is that kind of just some of those ones you chalk up to split-second decisions, getting a little bit unlucky from time to time?
Yeah, I feel I'm probably someone who likes to play on a bit of edge, I think. And yeah, I'll just take it with how it is. Like, obviously it's a hot topic at the moment, and we'll do anything to protect the head. So yeah, like if I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I'll cop what comes my way. But am I going to change the way I tackle? I think the technique's not too bad. It's just more of a bit of a care for who I am tackling. So, but yeah.
How exciting is it when you look back and see Isaac Rankin in the sort of form he was in on the weekend, especially heading into his 100th this week?
Yeah, he's a pretty special talent. Been able to watch him from afar for a bit, and he's always someone that you sort of just got got to laugh at in a way, just going like, not many people can do that, and yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully he can turn one on for his 100th, and I feel like there's a lot more left in the tank for him to excite the fans.